Lost Island Themepark is the new for 2022 amusement park in Waterloo, Iowa. This was built just down the road from the highly successful Lost Island Waterpark. This is a nicely themed park with different lands to the four main elements: fire, earth, water, and air. And each realm is populated with a nice mix of rides. In this video, I will count down this park's top 10 rides and attractions. Before starting the list, I need to note two things. 1. This will not include any attractions from the aforementioned Lost Island Waterpark. I have a separate review covering that property in detail already published to the channel. 2. There were 2 flats closed for the entire day that likely would have made a spot in this list. I will give them honorable mentions relative to how I have ranked clones at other parks. Number 10. WakanWhirl. This is a small teacups ride. The cups are extremely easy to rotate, so you can come off this super dizzy if you so desire. Number 9. Golapa Sprouts. This is a Zamperla balloon tower. The tubs are also easy to spin as the prior teacups, but these are one spot higher because they raise in the air for superior visuals. Number 8. Cucky Station. This is a unique set of bumper cars. You ride in these circular vehicles that not only drive forwards, backwards, and left-right, but they also can rotate 360 degrees, and they can actually spin pretty fast if you want them to. The collisions are fairly mild due to the puffy air ring at the base of each car, but the building has a party atmosphere with the upbeat music. Up next is likely where Shamans Curse would place. This is a Zamperla disco coaster positioned along the water. This is a great location that should offer some nice visuals. Then these rides are consistently fun. The spinning is solid, particularly as you're whipped over the bunny hill. Then the spikes offer some faint weightlessness to contrast the spinning. Number 7. UDA Falls. This is a rare interlink log flume. The ride has 2 drops. Both are shallower than usual, so they feel more like ramps, but they do build up good speed, especially on the second one, which is pretty big. And the resultant splashes, especially the final one, get your upper body quite wet. The theme structure around the drops looks great, but the rest of the course is fairly barren at this time outside of one ivy archway. Hopefully this improves in the future as the greenery grows in. Number 6. Nopuko Air Coaster. This is a Vekoma SLC relocated from South Africa. The ride was upgraded with vest restraints, which eliminates headbanging. This makes the experience enjoyable in most rows. It still jostles you about, but it's tolerable. The layout is action-packed between the 5 snappy inversions, quick pacing, and surprising near misses. And this one has a bonus helix at the end for variety. Just beware the very front row in this coaster. That seat contains the single most painful moment of any coaster. The rollover features a nasty pothole at the top that will viciously slam your head backwards. I felt like I had been sucker punched.
Oh my god!
This moment is so bad that staff members actually warn guests how bad it is before riding. I knew it would be rough from everything I had heard, but nothing could prepare me for just how brutal that moment is. Number 5. Mira Fury. This is a frisbee ride from Moser Rides. The cycle may vary depending when you ride it though. The gondola is capable of spinning, but this feature is usually disabled. That is how I experienced it. The gondola was also performing full 360 rotations for me. The revolutions were slow, resulting in sweet hang time with each inversion. There was not much in terms of airtime or positive Gs though. I have heard this ride sometimes does not even invert, which would cause it to move way down this list. Number 4. Rokava. This is a rare top spin from Moser Rides. It's much smaller than the more common Huss models, but it has some advantages. It runs a much longer cycle with more flips. Then there is an extra axis of rotation, giving the gondola a tilt at several points during the cycle. There are some slow hang time filled flips in the first half of the experience. Then there's a chain of fast and fairly forceful flips towards the end. And this ride gets really close to the volcano. resulting in some fun near misses as you invert. Next is likely where Skyborn would place. This was the prototype S&S Turbo Drop Tower. It originally ran at Buffalo Bills Resort in Nevada before being relocated to Iowa. This is the park's tallest ride, standing 180 feet or 55 meters in size, so you should be able to see for miles in each direction given the area's flat topography. You're slowly hoisted to the top and held there for a few seconds, building suspense. Then the drop should offer a quick burst of airtime. And this specific version was plussed with a really cool pre-show explaining the premise that you're boarding a flying machine. Number 3. Amara Aviators. This is a Gerstlauer Skyfly. You use paddles on both sides to rock your vehicle. This is one of the newer versions though, so there is a lot more resistance when you try to flip it. But with enough coordination and patience, you can fully invert and get several flips in a row. I was able to get nearly 24 flips with each ride. This makes it one of the most thrilling flat rides out there. Number 2. Volcano. This is arguably the park's signature attraction. This is an interactive trackless dark ride from ETF Systems. Then the sets were done by Sally Dark Rides. Most targets are 3D and screen-based. These are responsive and look great. But there also are some practical set pieces and effects in between. This includes some animatronics, a fire blast, and a neat effect towards the end where the screen physically moves towards you. And this rides a cohesive story, which is shared via a pre-show and carried throughout the attraction. And coming in at number 1 is Mugani. This is a compact, intimate accelerator coaster. This formerly ran at Lisa Burge's Kanonen before being relocated to Iowa. That initial launch is not as strong as the larger hydraulic launch coasters, but it's still a solid punch. Then the layout has good diversity. There are a handful of ejector airtime pops, most of which are simultaneously paired with sharp laterals. A few valleys and turns have nice positive Gs, and the 2 inversions offer great hang time, particularly that barrel roll at the very end. Then this ride is smooth and well paced, making it an absolute delight to re-ride. So those are the top 10 rides at the Lost Island theme park. As of the 2024 season, there is a good chance this list could change in the near future, as the park is heavily rumored to be adding a new coaster from Rocky Mountain Construction. But until that happens, what are your thoughts about this list? What are your favorite rides at this park at this time? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.